Pra começar de novo. Vamos ver se agora funfa, né? Porque... o jogo não ficou travando, velho. Olha que eu testei antes, hein?
Encode your DNA.
Esse... Vamos. Isso. Pegador do bicho.
Define your genetic structure.
De intelecto.
Choose a genetic.
Que eu
Choose
deixei
your
meio a
first style.
meio. Mudar, vai. Assim que eu deixei.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color.
Verdão, bonito. Verde e amarelo, BRzão, hein? BRzão mesmo.
Pick a command saboteur. Saboteur chosen.
O sabotador BR. Oh, pera aí,
Sounds good.
Bora.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the roadway. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the past.
So
glad you realized.
You can't.
A parte aqui já fiz, já.
But remember.
Bora.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Filho. Todo mundo à mercê do bagulho.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Preso do Darksiders, né? Darksiders é bom pra cacete. Não lembro se ninguém escapa disso? Espaço. Matriscão. Matrisque. Ai. Isso parou de travar. Agora vai agora, hein?
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
O Mutante BR.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Árvore da vida. Se aproxime de um inimigo para mirar com ataques corpo a corpo. Centralize a câmera na direção de inimigo para mirar os ataques de longo alcance. Para recarregar a parte R, energia, as habilidades. E tem? Não tem habilidade. Vamos lá, toma, parada.
Close encounter.
Ô louco. Ô louco, a parada, toma. Não é nada. Ô louco.
Running low.
Acabou, GG. Só isso? É só isso? Por só isso tá fácil. Cadê os itens secretos? Cadê os itens escondidos? Não, cadê os itens escondidos? Não tem item escondido? Como assim não tem item escondido? Módulo elétrico. Você encontrou um complemento de arma. Coloque uma arma de longo alcance para dar um efeito especial ao seu dano. O efeito continua enquanto a duração durar a munição. Ah, tá. Alguns inimigos possuem resistência ou fraqueza a efeitos diferentes. Então use-os cautela. Selecione o complemento de arma no menu rápido de itens consumíveis para usá-lo. Para abrir o menu, mantenha um apertado. Tá, já equipei já. O bicho faz uns sons. Você tem roupa secreta. Você encontrou um suprimento médico. Bolsas como esta possuem itens de ajuda que ajudam você a se curar. Sua vida não se regenera sozinha em combate. Você precisa usar itens consumíveis ou encontrar outras formas de se curar. Acho que deve ter skill pra se curar. Para usar o curativo, segure o botão no menu e secreto. Kit médico pequeno. Oba! Oba! Baixa a acessibilidade do mal.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Ah, tá. Também não dá pra ver quando o bicho ataca não, é?
Sharp steel. Down to half your health.
Olha com agarrão, velho! Que isso?
On a leash.
Esqueci que tá no difícil.
The oil sludges everywhere.
Por que eu tô dando dano nos bichos?
But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. You might want to fall back. Slice it.
Ah, toma! Nossa! Aí você foi domado. Inimigos caídos podem ser novidade. Índios da origem de... Saboroso? O que é isso? Os itens secretos. Caramba, Force, você tirou um barril do chão.
You're in pain.
Agora sou eu e você, irmão. Mentirosinho! Quase morro ainda. Salve, Guilherme, suavão! Nossa, mas não para de vir bicho. Ah, essa brincadeirinha de agarrão que é embaçado, hein, mano. isso, cara? Isso não. Tchau. Ao subir nível, você aumenta o atributo em 10. Selecione a lista de atributos que deseja aumentar.
As long as you're happy about it.
Isso aqui. Oh, não. Corpo a corpo duplo. Ó, direito F. Eu troco os equipamentos e arma, isso aqui todo mundo já sabe.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Vamos ver o que tem aqui pra gente.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Não tienes nada.
Whoa!
Whoa!
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Aí morre. pegar o item. Esparadrapo.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Now that's a flesh wound.
Caralho. Já era.
Wow, wow, wow. You're injured. That's going to leave a mark.
Muito bom. Você absorveu uma biobolha. Esses pontos são usados para liberar mutações. Você coleta biobolhas ao derrotar Morks e encontrar recipientes em vários locais do mundo. GG. Você pode usar biobolhas para liberar poderes especiais, exceção parte de mutação. Oh yes! Oh yes! Opa! Canais. Aqui tem o quê? Ali e aqui. Ô, moleque. Esparadrapo. Doente aqui machucado não vai ficar.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never
Caramba.
lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Uma história meio sinistra, né? Quebra-cabeça, pai, pum. Tá. Virar, interagir. Pronto.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world.
Nossa.
Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's
Nossa, que
when they
loucura.
made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire
Os
ecosystem.
caras que fizeram
The
os
world
mutantes.
as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
É.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning
Pew, pew.
label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Esse puzzle é
There you
legalzinho.
go.
Pode ser um puzzle muito, né? Muito difícil que é.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Chop it up. Flash the slash. Swoo.
Só no beiço. É isso, cara. Não.
Wow. shot.
Só comba aérea.
Right in the face. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Interagir aqui. Uma nova antiga amizade.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is
Por isso que todos os
old
bonecos
and
têm olho
sad.
só.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Conhece, então. Sabe quem é? Sabe que é perigoso,
It was
então.
after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Vamos ver se lembra aí. Ele.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget.
Da hora.
He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki.
Ki. Os caras vão trabalhar com Ki aqui.
The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Agitar o capim. Corre, hein, mano.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
O tamanho desse bicho, velho. O Elvis, né? Que fala. O Presley Wells. Se corre, filho.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt.
Eu falei que duvidava.
From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. the land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mecton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route.
Cascudo.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Como posso derrotar eles? Dá a dica.
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mecton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Uma rede? Estourei. Ele é a casa do...
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
O jogo é matar os devoradores, então. Biomutant. Biomutante.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Fiz xixi no bagulho.
Let's see.
Local de interesse. Nossa, mano. Olha esse bicho, velho.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time.
Esse bicho é bruto, né?
That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
Ó. O bichinho já tá zoado e ainda tem esses monstros, né, mano?
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
De médico. Esparadrapo.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
É. O equilíbrio interior são duas metades que formam todo e flui por todas as coisas. Em alguns momentos você pode manifestar seu interior por meio de ações e escolhas nos diálogos. São poucos os que sempre agem da mesma maneira. Nós somos somatória de nossos atos e escolhas. O equilíbrio das suas ações cria seu alinhamento de aura, que afeta os diálogos com outros personagens.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interagir com reféns, santuários psionicos, concede pontos psionicos que podem ser usados para liberar poderes psionicos. Poderes só podem ser liberados ao atingir o equilíbrio interior necessário da escuridão ou luz.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that.
Ajudar, coitado.
You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Essa animação é da hora. Ó, pontos psionicos desbloqueados. Você ganhou pontos psionicos. Use-o para desbloquear poderes no menu de mutações. Alguns poderes estão bloqueados pelo alinhamento de auras. Seus pontos psionicos podem desbloquear apenas poderes da cor da sua aura. Só atual que não.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war.
Duas tribos.
The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
Fortaleza Myriad.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Tá, agora sim. Tava aparecendo. Boa noite, mãe. Obrigado. Esparadrapo. Vamos ver o que tem no final disso aqui. Ó, dá pra pular aqui na árvore ainda. Será que sobe? Sobe. Aqui não tem nada. Vem aqui à toa. Vou nessa árvore aqui, se dá pra subir ali. sobe aqui. Sobe. A árvore ali é... galho... como que fala? Galho sem coisa.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Os caras estão em guerra, ó. Vou nem me intrometer. Já tem item aqui embaixo. Quem me atacou, então tá tranquilo.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Médico. Que barulho foi esse? Aqui, será? Sobe. Ah, caixinha de item. Toma dano de queda, será?
Best climbing today.
Tem um som mágico.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Eu vou ficar do lado dos caras da Myriad pra salvar a árvore, né?
Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says goodbye to you. Says they're cautious of non-allies. points out that the Sifu has a tight schedule, but is willing to let you in and find out if he has an open slot.
O boss. O boss é mais fofinho que o meu boneco. Nossa.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common.
Como que chegou a notícia?
He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense your kind heart.
Se duvidar, são
The
eles.
Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Discípulo?
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain.
Arma que
The
não vai
Sifu
faltar
says
nesse
it's
jogo.
time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Fazer o final bom.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen to unite the tribes and take control of their destiny. The tribes need a firm hand guiding them into the future.
Aí sim.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. They might bring them war, but they'll never take away their inner peace. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. and that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Família, meu parça.
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost. You have things to do, places to go to. Seems surprised you have to go.
Esse jogo é tipo liberdade total, você fazer o que você quiser. Cair daqui e morrer, problema teu. Pode lutear a casa dos outros?
You
Esse
should go
bicho.
meet Goop. He's over in Subnautica Station. Seems surprised you have to go. Offers you extraordinary prices for extraordinary things.
Nossa. Preço das armas. Já consigo lotear casa por casa aqui. As casas tem que ter baú. Esse skate, um shape.
Offers you extraordinary prices for
Roupas. O que tem item liberado? Ferreiro. Ah, não vou nem interagir porque tem dinheiro. Mais itens, mais itens. Mais baú. Já fica full item. E tudo já? Da hora. Devia grudar, né, nos lugares. Será que dá pra subir ali? Não! O sol está nascendo. Não tem nada aqui. Vai ter os itens secretos aqui, né, pelo menos. Vou subir já. Aqui. Os caras não soltam um item. Só pra eu subir aqui em cima devia ter um item. Aí. Caramba, mano, não tem um item aqui, velho. Zoando. É isso, colocaram um item aqui. O lugar que eu subi já. Pra lá não dá. Sim. caras não colocaram um item aqui. Pelo menos estão dando de queda. Nem viu que eu peguei. Ó. É só item de cura, né? Melhor que nada. Do lado lá na missão. Olha os aqui escondidos. Os caras não estão escondendo item no jogo, não. Sobe. Mano, os caras não escondem item no jogo, não. Aqui é assim, você vai achar os itens no lugar certo. Não vai ficar procurando, não, que a gente dá item no lugar que tem que dar mesmo. Uma ilha ali com os bichos infectados. Aqui eu vi que tem outra. Essa primeiro. Cachoeira, né? Toda cachoeira tem um segredo. Se eu apertar F5 aqui salva? Não. Vai jogo. Só item de cura, mano. Tá bom, acho que eu vou precisar.
Cutting edge. Well placed. Pow! Watch it.
Só ataque monstro.
Got one.
Ó, cheio de baúzinho aqui, hein? Tchau.
Carving it up.
Ixi. O que não vai acontecer aqui é morrer de novo, né? Porque a farmácia na bolsa já. Meu fôlego tava quase no final, quase morri. Tem mais bicho pra matar.
Savor this one. Person.
Tchau. Eita, mano. Parece raso, mas não é. Para usar arma de 2 mãos, velho. Classe, né? Tem aquela parte que tem os maluquinhos lutando. Olha lá, item. Ah, os caras escondem item sim, moleque. Tirando. RPG que não esconde item. Um bichão aqui. Algo com totem.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Nossa.
harm. Itchy trigger finger. Cheat. Slash. The deep cut.
Vamos, maluco.
Now that's medicine. Hey, nice shot.
Esquivei.
Great shot.
Não dá pra parar, né? Já percebi que não dá pra parar. Tchau. Tchau, 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 tchau. Luzema. Essas casas aqui devem ter baú com item. Pode ser. Uma tem que ter, pelo menos. Interagir nos itens no mapa. Days Gone. Uma coisa. Opa, subir de level. Agilidade e sorte.
That's more like it.
As de mutações. Aba de mutação para desbloquear poderes psionicos. Opa, tem poder psionico aqui? É. Veneno. Teletransporte, mano? Gostei. Agora a resistência. É endgame. Vamos ver os que tem pra cá. Nossa. Que besta. Raio é da hora. Faísca aqui eu gostei, vamos ver esses aqui. Arma de casco. Eita! Folha de muco. É legal. Aqui. Isso aqui. E o Iê? Tá. Pontos de mutação. Ah, sim, aqui é... Ah, entendi. Agora eu entendi. Entendi. Vou comprar isso aqui também. Isso aqui é da hora,
New ways to make you weirder.
Assim eu entendi. Sim, obras. Duplo. Da hora essa. Muy bueno. Muy bueno.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Virei criança de novo.
Echoes of a long-lost past, like
Nossa, mas era muito
whispers in the
pequeno,
wind.
hein? Olha as coisas que eu tô. Nossa, mas era uma formiga, Goop.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now.
Aprendi a nadar. Ah, mãe desses caras, velho.
He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it less important. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Reciclagem.
He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
Mete o louco.
He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Boas-vindas à criação. Aqui você pode modificar as armas e armaduras que possui. Ou caso queira usar criatividade, também é possível criar novas armas. Com as peças corretas você pode criar suas próprias armas. Para começar a criar a arma, primeiro selecione uma base. Ela define o tipo de arma que você vai criar. 3 tipos diferentes de armas: corpo a corpo, arma de esmagamento, arma de corte, corte de uma mão e arma de corte de 2 mãos. Eu sei, Todos de uma mão? Toma.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It It seems you have a talent for this.
Ó,
It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move, like the wind. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way.
Sacode. 3x1. Ganhou. Ah, mãe.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. You won't need excuses if you are strong in your conviction.
Ó, comeu 3x1 até eu. Ó, até rima.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He's proud of you. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He wishes that was true for your Muma too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more important for every day. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you've found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Thinks some are and some aren't. One thing's for sure, though, your Muma thinks it all takes up too much space in the house. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Cadê? Eu vi um aqui que dá 8 de crítico. É isso. Tem um só. Normal.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. He knows she's already proud of you and everything you've achieved so far. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He thinks you should. She'll be proud of you. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Ó. Pô, no monstro. Bicho é monstro do Kung Fu, hein? Não tem nada. Olha aquele cara ali.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. That's a good attitude as long as you keep learning.
crítico. Ó. Toma. Ei. Eita.
Antoro.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Gendrana mala.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Antoro tukonda.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Katetopoluta.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Puri kumbala muma.
Says he's always thought so well of you, just like her.
Olha o ursão do Nargas. Sempre tem um ursão do Nargas.
Catchy.
Taifanamenuma.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Urasa durut.
She's happy you appreciate what others do for you.
Inyavaldu tateko babasaktin.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Ferena masalapu.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Inyavaldu.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you.
Tropalo.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Ferena
Dia
masalapu.
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
Comi um pãozinho na chapa com manteiguinha e foi dormir. Nossa, que sopro, hein, fi? Vixe.
Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Valeu por curtir, meu amor.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Cair mais uma já era, né?
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Uma viga dessa era pra morrer na primeira, não sei o que aconteceu.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was
Tá
chosen
bom,
to
vamos
lead.
ver se ela vai dar conta do
She
bichinho.
tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her. She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Ela não vai bater nele, não? Pronto. bate nas costas, na frente, bate em todo lugar. Não dá nem pra me ajudar. Agora eu tô com o life cheio. Nossa.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your moon says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Quero ver se ela vai ter que ir pra chegar lá. Morreu. Até buguei a missão. Bugou nada. Cadê o bichão pulando? Quase. Ixi. Não tem que ir pra nadar de um ponto a outro, mas pra ir lá pro fundo tem suave.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
Rapaz, fica triste não.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
Valeu por curtir.
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
Vixe. Esse é o bichão, então.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Nossa, onde que eu vim parar? Aqui na cidade? Eu vou ver o que tem ali na cidade, ali, pô.
Let's see.
O que tem aqui? Ah, sim. Nossa, ele ficou num transe e fez toda a história do jogo. Closet secreto. Onde estão os itens secretos? Criação. Só tem esse.
Fits nice.
Oi? Oh. É. Ah. Galera, valeu aí quem assistiu. Vou encerrando a live de hoje. A live de... Fala. De volta, né? Tava 10 dias sem fazer live por causa de mudança. Valeu, é nóis.